Hello and welcome to Who Are You? The Bobcats You Know, the Stories You Don't. I'm your host, Joel Vanner, inside the podcast studio at Quinnipiac University School of Communications, and I'm joined today by my guest, Madison Hamelin. Madison, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here today. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to just talk with you, get to know you a little bit better, and get to know me a little bit better on the show.
I was starting to think, who's the guest on this
know,
show?
right?
You were taking over there. Madison, we know your name. Do you prefer Madison, Maddie?
We'll do Madison today.
Okay.
Keep
it formal.
Change it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can call me Joel.
Perfect.
So Madison, we know your name, but tell me, who are you?
Yeah, so a little bit about me. I'm a 3+1 business analytics major. Just recently declared a computer information systems minor.
Congratulations.
A little scary, but I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for me, like just to keep going and pursuing like that sort of field. I'm from Western Mass, so that's like a little exciting. Southwick.
Okay, Bears and Dunkin' Donuts and what else?
Love Dunkin'.
Okay.
5 minutes from a Dunkin'. I'll get there. I'll get there. Yep. And yeah, I just am a part of Alpha Delta Pi sorority here on campus. I'm currently going into my role, Vice President of Marketing. Super excited about it and can't wait to get everything started.
Congratulations. Sounds like you're figuring things out, getting
100%.
involved. Your academic pieces we'll dive into later in the show. But I'm curious about your passions and your ambitions. Take me back to Madison, learning about business, was it? What was your exposure to business?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we'll do a deep dive. I could talk for hours. Stop me if you need. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm from Western Mass again, and I think like what really like has brought me to where I am today is my family. So like we're gonna go back to like my grandfather. That's actually like my go-to guy. Like we are best friends. Like I go to him for everything. He started a company that actually has grown into what it is today, Hamelin Homes. Started out as like just a framing business, nothing crazy.
So construction area.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So like it first started out as just like little side gigs here and there, and then he created his own business. And then later, my dad, he actually went and helped out the business and was really grown it into what it is today, which is now like a whole like construction company, like working in developments, building homes. And I was there for pretty much everything. Like I was their right-hand man. Like I'm showing up 10 a.m. Dunkin' in my hands.
Hard hat on maybe.
Like literally.
Chilling out the construction site.
It was really fun. And like I still do that today. You know what I mean? So like being through there, like through those processes of like them going through like accountants, them going through like plans and like just talking to all those people and like being able to see like what goes into building a home instead of just a house. You know what I mean? Having those connections with people, like trusting them to build like where you're going to grow your family.
Sure. The business aspects of it sounds like you were really interested in.
Yes, 100%. And like I was there like just through all those conversations, even the ones that my dad would answer like halfway through a car ride. And I'm sitting there just listening in, being like, like I want to do this. I want to talk to people. And we obviously like I'm a first generation graduate. So I will be the first person in my family to graduate from college.
That's big. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
thank you. I'm really excited. And like it's brand new for all of us. Like we have no idea like what we're doing at this point. So I consider myself like test dummy. That's the family joke. That's like
a trial.
Yeah, I'm the trial run.
Right?
I'm the trial run 100%. But like just being there and like knowing that like what I'm going into school for can help out my family one day is huge. And like even moving past just the family business, like doing a little bit more with my degree.
Yeah, absolutely. So getting that business background from being on the job site, being around your grandfather, your father, and the family business, what drew you to Quinnipiac? How did Quinnipiac come onto your radar?
Yeah, so this is like kind of funny story. Like when I think about it, kind of makes me laugh because like so random and kind of like makes sense for my family aspects. We're a huge hockey family. So my brother plays hockey. Like my dad played hockey his whole life.
Favorite NHL team is the Bruins. Okay.
Gotta be. Come on, I'm from Mass. I have to.
Just asking.
Yeah. So like we're chilling and like watch the games. So like when actually the championship was happening in 2023. Yes.
Okay.
It was on the TV. And I was applying for schools like coming up and it was like kind of late in my process of like figuring out what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like where I wanted to be seen like for the next 4 years. And he put it on the TV and he's like, Madison, like, have you seen this? Like, have you seen the school? Like, look how cool it looks. Like they're about to win. And I'm like, oh, like where are we right now? Like this is so cool. And seeing like the like school pride that was happening in the stands and like understanding that like everyone was there because they wanted to be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Down in Tampa, Florida, there for the national championship.
Exactly. Like you could tell like people wanted to watch and then it's all over like my feed. I see it everywhere. Like it became such a huge thing, like not only like around the like US, but also like at Quinnipiac. You know what I mean? And I saw myself like sitting at games and like being all excited. And I wanted that experience. You know what I mean? Like being from a small town.
You saw that community. You're like, I want that.
Yes.
Did you take a tour? Did you?
Yeah. So actually, my dad was like, let's go. He was so for it.
Get in the car that night.
Practically.
Come on down to campus,
I think it was like the next week we came over and like I was driving like through like just seeing everything and like beautiful campus, 100%. And like I just saw myself so fully invested in like this is where I want to be. You know what I mean? Applied, got in. I was so excited and like just knew that this was what I wanted to do.
And you applied into the 3+1 program?
Yes, I did. So that when I got that back, I was a little like, wow, like they saw the opportunity that I had. You know what I mean? Like they saw the potential that I had to grow and like be successful in a 3+1. And that was really important for me because I wasn't just seen as like another number in a school. I was seen as something that like Quinnipiac valued as a person.
For those who may not know, what is the 3+1 program? What are the benefits?
Yeah.
And where are you right now in it?
Yeah, of course. So I'm a second year, so I will be graduating next year, which like a little scary, but I think I got it. I think I got it going on. Like I'm ready. And so that's where like I'm going through school for 3 years, putting in the extra courses each semester, also doing courses over the summer, like if needed. I know I came in with a few transfer credits from like AP classes. And then moving forward with that, like going into my MBA year, my 4th year of college. So I'll be graduating in 4 years with my MBA degree as well. So
what has that adjustment been like, knowing you wanted to go into a business-related field because of the family business, but then coming here and going right into accelerated studies? How have you adjusted to that?
Yeah, I think I always like had a passion for like my academics in school. Like even in high school, I was really invested in my grades, making sure that I was always staying on top of things like that. So then like coming to school, it was like a very easy adjustment for like the workload. But then also like my effort towards school was like almost heightened. And like I saw like the impact that I was making in my classroom, like talking to people, meeting my professors and like getting that sort of like interest out. You know what I mean? Like seeing other people who are interested in the same things as me.
So that academic community that you've talked about and that you found here at Quinnipiac, you're giving back to it as an engagement fellow in financial accounting?
Yes, with Ruth Muhammad.
What do you do as an engagement fellow in the course?
Yeah, so as an engagement fellow, I'm sitting there more as a peer for students. So I'm sitting and watching like the notes that are going on the screen, being there like just for help if they need like the extra sort of like communication with like not the professor. If they don't feel comfortable going to them about like issues that they're having in the course, struggles, they can come to me and like have that opportunity to like see what's going on a little bit better.
Because you've been there, right? You took the course and you were suggested for this program.
Yes, so I was suggested through a professor that like is different than Ruth Muhammad. So I've never actually worked with her. She didn't really know the engagement fellow course load and like what I was doing on the other hand. So we really worked together in that sort of sense. Like I was there new, she was new to it too, and we just had a great time communicating and also figuring out my expectations for her, but her expectations for me as a student.
That's a good lesson in business too, with teamwork, working with different working styles, learning how to work with other people. You're also a peer catalyst for our first year seminar course in the honors program. Yes. What's the difference with your role as a peer catalyst compared to an engagement fellow?
Yeah, so I would say it's very similar. My professor that I work with as a peer catalyst, Dakota Root, really good mentor to me. I actually am so thankful for everything that she's done in not only in opportunities in being a peer catalyst, but just helping me in like professionalism, making sure that like I understand my role and just being there as a support system, like one that like I didn't really know that I would have in college. The peer catalyst program is really about like me being like another support system rather than a peer helping with work, because first year seminar is more just like meeting new students, having an adjustment to Quinnipiac.
Welcome in, here's everything you should know. Yeah. And it can be overwhelming at times, so I'm sure having you in the room really helps students there.
100%. I've honestly received so much like feedback about like how much more helpful it is like for them to be able to go to a student rather than going to a professor. They're in a new environment, new change, and I've been there before. Like coming in from being from a small town, like it's scary. It's scary. So like being there as a support system is so meaningful, and not only in like my side of things, but also seeing what I do for them.
Other support systems that we have here in the School of Business, specifically, they had a career fair, and you went to the School of Business career fair. What was your experience like just taking it all in and what's possible in the industry?
Yeah, I actually am all for the career fairs. I had a great time going there for my first ever really experience talking in a professional environment and really connecting with people for the first time. Actually, at the career fair, I met these women part of Northwestern Mutual, which is an opportunity that I have to talk to them and just be genuine about who I am, what I'm looking for in internship wise. I'm looking at that just in the sense of getting the experience out of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's going really well. And I went to them and they were so helpful towards me and my academic journey, and have seen it almost as another mentorship type and seeing more opportunities for growth moving forward.
So academics, finding your way, right? Building your community and the different involvements you have, taking your courses, progressing in your program. What advice would you give to students who maybe aren't sure if they're ready for business, aren't sure if they're ready for an accelerated program? What would you say to them to help get them started in the right way?
Yeah, I think that just it's okay not to know. It's okay not to know what you're doing. It's okay to make sure that you don't have your plan yet. Not everyone has the same path, and that's no one does. I don't have the same path as another student here at Quinnipiac, but Quinnipiac is able to see us as individuals and know that we each have our own sort of connection going. You know what I mean? And also professors on campus, they're there for support. And knowing that you have these sort of outlooks, is your free reign for doing whatever you want to do, maybe years in advance from being at school.
And personally for you, these experiences, also your experience in a sorority on campus, how have these all helped you grow into who you are today and continue to shape you in the future?
Yeah, I think that me as a person, I would have never sat here today with you a year or two ago. I was really struggling with my confidence in showing who I am. And this was a great opportunity for me to really explain how much I've grown through being at school, having these connections, putting myself out there, growing into that growth zone mindset and not staying in that comfort zone that I'm so used to being just at home. Being at school can make you push yourselves even to a farther level.
So, and there's tons of opportunities to get involved here at Quinnipiac through the engagement fair that's held at the beginning of every term. You can also start your own club or organization. There's hundreds of them already. Tons of student-run opportunities to just get involved and find your community outside of your academics too.
100%. I mean, being a part of a new organization that actually is at campus a few weeks ago now at this point.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're actually called the Networking Association. So I am the director of PR and marketing. I do all of our social media for that and want to show our brand that we're something new, something a little different. And other students coming to Quinnipiac can also see that they can make anything out of anything that they want to do. If they have an interest, you can find others who have that interest as well.
You're continuing the spirit of entrepreneurship here at Quinnipiac that runs in your family.
100%. I got to. I have to for my family.
Well, Madison, it was great to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for joining me and sharing your story so far.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe and share and find other episodes on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube podcasts. Until next time, when I ask my next guest, who are you? I'm Joel Vanner. Bye for now.